Hey Francine, I'm really sorry. I hate to go on a business trip so soon after the wedding. The first day finally ended. Man, that was a long one.
Hey honey, it's okay. I admire how hard you work. Work is work. It can't be helped, right? I'll be going to South Korea on business with work myself soon, so it's not like I can say anything.
Sorry to leave you all alone with my mom all of a sudden like this. It's not awkward, is it? Is she doing anything weird?
Why are you apologizing, LOL? Everything's fine, really. Your mom's really kind.
It is? Okay, I'm happy to hear it. What did you do today?
Well, I had to meet someone for work. Then your mom asked me to make a dog kennel. So I went and bought a load of wood planks and building materials at Home Center.
What, a dog kennel? Was my mom planning on getting a dog?
To be honest, I don't really know. I did ask her if she was gonna buy a dog, but she just told me it's a secret and got all evasive. Your mom can be surprisingly playful sometimes, LOL.
That's weird. Did my mom like dogs? I don't remember ever seeing her with one. But I do remember one time when I was a kid, I brought a little stray puppy home and she absolutely flipped out at me. She wouldn't let me keep it.
Maybe she's a little lonely now, what with your dad not being around and all.
I wonder, could it be that? I am pleased though, I've always wanted a dog.
I'm pleased too. It's nice to be able to help your mom out with things. DIY always was my forte. Just you wait, I'm gonna make the best dog kennel there ever was.
I can't wait to see it. Good luck. I have one more thing to look forward to when I get back now.
Don't worry, if she gets the dog before you get home from your trip, I'll send you tons of photos.
Please do. I'm really curious to see what kind of dog she gets. I'm heading for lunch with some coworkers now, so catch you later.
Okay, honey. I'm gonna jump in the tub, then get ready for bed. Nighty-night. Linus, are you working right now? Please, will you reply when you get this? And please, I really need you to come home ASAP.
Francine, I'm really sorry. I just saw your messages. I was in a 3-hour business meeting. What happened? Are you okay?
Linus, your mom locked me out of the house.
Huh? My mom did that? She locked you out of the house? But why?
I have no idea why, but I suddenly started feeling sleepy while I was having a coffee with her. I don't remember anything else until, when I came around, I was outside. She came by with a gang of the neighbors to laugh at me just now. She said she has to instill some discipline in me because I'm a useless wife.
Discipline? What does that even mean? Where are you right now?
I'm in a kennel on a leash.
What the fuck? Sorry, but I'm not sure I understand. You're in a what? Is my phone bugging out?
I don't understand either, Linus. I don't understand at all. If I talk on the phone, your mom might hear and come back out.
Do you mean you're on a leash? Like it's around your neck? Inside a dog kennel?
Yes. Well, to be specific, I'm just outside the kennel. Why is this happening? I'm so confused. If I had to guess based on how things went down, I'd say she most likely carried me out here and attached it while I was asleep. Luckily, I had my phone in my pocket so I could still contact you. But wait, that's not even the worst bit. She brought me out a bowl of dog food for supper after her and the neighbors got done laughing at me. This whole situation is so disgusting. I wouldn't mind so much if people couldn't see me, but this is just too much.
You wouldn't mind? No, this is unacceptable! You're in a kennel on a leash, Francine!
Does your mom think I'm a dog?
Why the hell would she think that? Just to make sure, when you say you're in a kennel on a leash, does that mean you're stuck and you can't escape?
Yeah, she locked the leash to the kennel with a padlock. But don't worry, I messaged one of my friends and they're gonna sneak into the yard real soon. The bit around my neck is made of leather, so she's bringing some scissors to cut it off with.
I see. Sorry, babe, I'm really panicking here. I'm coming home as quickly as I can.
I'm so sorry to mess up your business trip, Linus. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I really mean it, Francine. This would never have happened if I didn't suggest you live with my mom while I was away. I'll do anything. Please forgive me.
I mean, I only have myself to blame. You made it very clear your mom subjected your past girlfriends to all kinds of crazy harassment. You told me that, and I ignored your warnings. If I just accepted what you told me, this would have never happened. So it's me who should be apologizing. I stubbornly agreed to live with her in spite of knowing her past. I felt super bad for her after losing your dad. I just thought it would be nice for her to have some company.
It's okay, babe. Just leave the rest to me now, okay? If my mom comes back outside before your friend gets there to rescue you, just play dumb.
Got it. I never would have imagined something like this would have happened in a million years. In a certain sense, it's a valuable experience.
All I can do is apologize. I'm so sorry for all this.
Hang on, I should take a selfie. I probably won't get another chance like this.
Huh? Well, I guess that's true.
Done it. I'll show you when you get back. Be careful. Fly safe.
Linus, this is bad. Francine disappeared. Linus, are you there? I can see you read my messages. Reply.
What?
Not what? Is that any way to talk to your mother? Francine's gone. When I woke up this morning, she was nowhere to be found.
Mom, what the hell did you do?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. If I had to guess what you were talking about, maybe I did play a little joke on her that could be interpreted as having been a tiny bit mean.
A tiny bit mean?
Hear me out. Have you noticed how that girl's always smiling to herself absent-mindedly? Or how she sits like a sloth watching TV when there's very clearly housework to be done? Well, that's just not good enough for the wife of any son of mine, which is why I decided to instill some discipline into her. You should have seen her. She was really quite the sight. Me, the neighbors were in stitches. My stomach still hurts. I wanted to show you too, Linus. It's a shame you were away on business. Oh, you heard, did you? Well, that's just great. Wait, what? How the devil was she able to get in touch with you?
She has a phone, you know. All she had to do was message me. More importantly, I need you to tell me why the hell you would do something like that. Do you know how upset she is? Seriously, Mom, stop screwing around. This is no joke.
Like I told you, that girl needs to learn some discipline.
Why do you constantly interfere in my life like this, Mom? All the way back to when I was a kid, to my very first girlfriend. Remember the time you gave her a box of bugs for her birthday? Do ya? Because I do. Then there was the time when my girlfriend from college came over and you did nothing but mock her relentlessly because she grew up without a dad. In spite of all that, Francine was still kind enough to give living with you a shot because she wanted to keep you company. She was being kind to you, and this is how you repay her? And you know what? She did that in spite of my warnings. I told her living with you was a bad idea, and she ignored me because she didn't want you to be lonely. You trample on the good of others without even a hint of shame or remorse. Why are you like this?
Linus, I see Francine's got you wrapped around her little finger. She's poisoned you and turned you against me, has she?
Poisoned? She's done nothing of the sort. In fact, she probably has more patience for you than I do. Or at least she did. The only one who's poisoned here is you.
I had no choice. That girl is so slovenly that someone just had to teach her some manners. It was for her own good. First of all, what the hell is this job she does? Stylist? Pfft, I've never heard something so ridiculous. Can you think of anything more useless? A job for degenerates and delinquents if I've ever heard one. A woman's place is in the house. What good is she as a wife if she doesn't devote herself entirely to you and the housework?
I already told you she's in the process of quitting at the salon so she can spend more time at home. Do you ever listen to me?
And that's not the only thing. There's a good, legitimate reason for me deciding to discipline her.
What's that? Do tell me, this should be good.
Believe me, Linus, I know something that's going to shock you. A sordid secret of the most outrageous kind.
Francine has a secret?
I really didn't want to have to tell you this, but your wife is cheating on you.
Like hell she is. Francine's the last person in the world who would do something like that.
It's the God's honest truth. I've spoken to all of the neighbors at length about this, and we're all in agreement. There's no doubt about it. She's two-timing you, son. How are we so sure, you ask? Well, sometimes when you're out at work, she leaves the house for long periods of time with all these bags. On top of that, there's this guy who pulls up down the street. She gets in, and they drive off together. Plain as day for all to see. Then later on, he drops her off again. All of the neighbors have seen them. Brenda, Mavis, Dorothy, they all know. Everyone knows what your wife's up to except you, Linus.
So what? What does any of this prove?
I was so perplexed about what might be in the bag she's taking with her that I snuck in a look while she went to the bathroom one time. Because my instincts are as sharp as they come, and I just knew there'd be some kind of proof in there. And lo and behold, when I did, they were full of PVC leather clothes. There were more belts than I could even count. In short, they were full of things that normal, right-minded people would have absolutely no use for and really probably be disgusted by. I was so shocked, I almost fainted to think I'd been living under the same roof as a woman with such tastes. She puts on those clothes and uses those awful tools on her lover while you're away at work. I'm sure of it.
I see.
I'm just trying to save you from her wicked clutches, Linus. Can't you see? Everything I do is for you, son. Always. Which is why I'm certain the reason she disappeared today while you were away on business is so she and her pervert lover could run away and be together for good.
Because this guy you're so convinced is her pervert lover is the idol you're obsessed with.
I'm sorry? Excuse me?
The guy you and all the other old women from the neighborhood have been completely obsessed with lately. The guy she goes out with is Jay Woo, the K-pop idol. You know, the one who makes cameos in all your favorite dramas. Francine used to be a stylist.
What? What? Francine was Jay Woo's stylist?
That's right. He's been touring the US for a while now, right? Well, he hired Francine when he first came over because of her extensive experience in the industry, and she managed him for years. Even despite her having mostly retired now to be a stay-at-home housewife, he still offers her work every now and then. And the pay is so good, she'd be stupid to say no.
Are you saying your wife is meeting up with the Jay Woo?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because it's her job.
Can I meet him too?
I knew that was coming. This is exactly why we didn't tell you. Because it's you, I knew that not only would you pester her to meet him, but you'd also go bragging about it to the neighbors and bugging Francine about meets, pictures, autographs. I knew we'd never hear the end of it. So I decided it was best we didn't tell you. The clothing and belts you found while you were snooping through my wife's things were costumes for the music video to his latest song, You're the Apple to My Pie.
Oh my god, what? His latest song? This can't be? You're lying! You're lying, you're lying, you're lying! Jay Woo's gonna wear that?
Which is why Francine is doing nothing wrong and has absolutely nothing to feel guilty about. This is her job, and I respect her for how hard she works. So I suggest you drop this absurd, hurtful misunderstanding and correct the neighbors about the lies you've told them while you're at it.
Fine, leave it to me. But still, you can't blame me for asking. If Francine and Jay Woo are so close, then wouldn't it be unreasonable to think she could pull some strings and arrange for me to get a ticket to his next concert, right?
I'm sure she could, if she wanted to. He goes out of his way to hire her despite the fact she's a full-time housewife now after all. It's pretty clear how much he trusts her.
I think I owe Francine an apology.
Yes, clearly you do. But now that I think about it, I doubt you'll ever get the chance. She has no intention of going back to your house after this.
Excuse me?
What do you mean, excuse me? Can you actually say you're surprised? Who in their right mind would want to go back to a house where all the neighbors saw them kenneled up like a dog and think they're cheating on their husband? Let's say, just for argument's sake, that she did want to go back. It still wouldn't be happening, because I won't allow it. You'll never see her again.
Come on, Linus! This all came about through some silly misunderstanding. Can't we just let bygones be bygones?
You think you get a get-out-of-jail-free card because you made a misunderstanding? You think you get to do whatever the hell you want because you made a misunderstanding? You have so little concept of right and wrong that you're actually dangerous. I'm ashamed to say I'm your son.
Come on, Linus, don't be so stubborn. I'm sorry for everything I did, really. I am. I'll do anything. Would you have me on my knees begging for forgiveness? Please, just bring Francine along and let's all live together happily again. I'll devote myself to mending fences with her. I'll make up for everything. A few months from now, we'll all have forgotten about this, and me and her will be best friends.
You think my wife would be best friends with someone who leashed her up in a kennel and fed her dog food? You're only saying this because you want to use her to get to Jay-Woo. I can read you like a book. You're so transparent, it's actually creepy. Oh yeah, I'm selling the house too.
What on earth are you thinking?
I'm pretty sure I should be the one asking you that.
This is too sudden. It's not fair of you to spring this on me now.
I decided yesterday, so I guess you could say it is pretty sudden.
Please, wait! Think this through! I'll have nowhere to live if you sell the house. Would you have me out on the streets? Your own mother?
What are you talking about? Don't you have a new house?
Huh?
Don't worry, I'm not taking that. It's all yours. The kennel.
My mother-in-law immediately sent me a groveling apology message. If I'd have known it would come to this, I might have told her about the situation with Jay-Woo from an earlier stage to avoid the hassle. But I know that if I did, the pestering for meets, autographs, pictures, and concert invites would have been endless. Just as we expected, after all this went down, she immediately went around the neighborhood bragging that her daughter-in-law was Jay-Woo's stylist. However, all the old women from the neighborhood she'd been gossiping to apologized to me with their heads hung in shame, which made me think they possessed a little more decency than my mother-in-law. But I quickly realized I was wrong when they immediately started begging me for tickets to Jay-Woo's concerts the moment they thought they were forgiven. I was deeply disappointed when I was forced to accept that they were all, my mother-in-law included, beyond saving. That said, I did make it clear that my mother-in-law had been lying to them all about me. I heard that she got treated like a pariah ever since, and now she's all alone with no one to badmouth others or gossip with. How tragic. After that, I hired a moving company to take all my belongings from the house. Linus was there to watch over things and make sure his mom didn't make any desperate last-ditch attempts at revenge. But far from it. Actually, all she did was curl up in the fetal position in the corner, crying her eyes out. Naturally, we told the moving company to see to it that all her belongings were left in front of the dog kennel in the yard. In the end, our attempt at living together ended in failure. But even so, I'm super happy we were able to give her the kennel as one final goodbye present. By the way, I still have the selfie I took of myself in the leash on my phone. The whole story was so ridiculous, it even makes me laugh now, years on. Now that it's all behind us, in a weird way, I'm actually pleased it happened. It's a great memory in all sorts of ways.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Peep texts!
Margaret! What time are you coming home tonight? Want to go out? I found this amazing Italian restaurant the other day. Oh, sorry. I got work tonight. Why don't you ask him instead? Oh, okay. Maybe some other time then. You can go without me. It's okay, really. I'll join you guys next time. No. I want to go there with you, Margaret. Not Kim. Okay, but what's wrong with Kim? She's gonna be busy next year with entrance exams, so you should spend time with her while you can. Oh, Margaret, don't worry about that. The thing is, I don't really want to spend time with her. She's ugly, you know? I don't want to be seen with her. What? Mom, how can you say that about your own daughter? You better not be saying things like that to her. She's just a kid. I know. Don't worry about that. But I'm just being honest, you know? You're the good-looking one in the family. Hey, I know. Want to go shopping on Saturday? Let's go get you some nice clothes. Okay. I think I'm free on Saturday. Great! Can't wait. Can I invite Kim? Huh? No way! Why not? She's dumb as a rock. She's not smart like you. She has to study. Forget her. It'll be just the two of us. Your shift is starting soon, right? Let me know when you're done. I'll come pick you up. Dad? You got a minute?
Hey, aren't you at work right now?
Yeah, but my shift got moved behind. I'm eating dinner right now.
Oh, okay. What's up?
It's about Mom.
What about her?
The way she treats Kim. We gotta do something about that. She's being really mean to her, I think. I have a bad feeling about this.
Really?
Yeah. You don't think so? I know you're always busy with work and stuff, but...
Well, maybe you got a point, but I'm sure she loves you both very much. I wouldn't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I gotta go. The meeting's about to start.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'll be home around 8 or so. I'll probably be there when you get home. Want me to pick you up?
It's okay. Mom's coming to pick me up.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to her if I can, okay? We can all talk in the car.
Okay. Mom? Where are you? What do you mean? I'm shopping. Ooh, wanna join me? What? What's wrong with you? It's Parents' Day today. You're supposed to be with Kim. Oh, that. Don't worry about it. Huh? What do you mean? I said it's fine, okay? It's not mandatory or anything. It's fine. But she's expecting you, isn't she? Oh, no worries. I told her I couldn't make it. And it's kind of embarrassing, you know? Kim's grades are terrible. If I go there, she'll probably just embarrass me. What? But she gets better grades than me. And remember last year? The teacher asked me to answer a question, but I got it wrong. Huh? Last year? Oh, that wasn't your fault, dear. The teacher should have phrased the question better. It wasn't your fault. Hey, your school trip is in a few days. Want me to buy you some new clothes? No. Listen, Mom, you've got to stop playing favorites. Kim avoids me. You know that? It's your fault. I want to be friends with her. She's my little sister. Margaret. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I'll be careful from now on. I'll try to spend more time with her, okay? You mean it? Yeah. I know. Maybe I'll take her to Denver or something. School can wait. Denver? Oh, you mean Grandma's house? Sounds fun. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have lots of fun. Don't worry, okay? Enjoy your school trip. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Mom.
Sorry I missed your call. What's up?
Dad, where are you?
At work? I'm eating lunch. What's up?
Dad, you gotta help Kim.
Huh? What happened?
She's in Denver, all by herself.
What? Oh, what is she doing there?
Mom took her there yesterday. They were going to Grandma's house, but Grandma wasn't home for some reason. So she told her to wait at the station.
She wasn't home?
No, the house was empty. She's all alone. She called me from a payphone. She said she slept in a park last night. She hasn't eaten in days.
You're kidding me, right?
I tried to tell her to go to the police or something, but the line got disconnected. I can't call her back because it's a payphone. I don't know what to do.
Okay. I'll go pick her up right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to bother you at work, but...
Don't apologize. You did the right thing telling me. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry.
Thanks, Dad. And please, don't call Mom. I don't trust her anymore.
Got it.
I'm gonna talk to my teacher about this. I'll talk to you later. Margaret! How's the school trip? I'm out drinking with my old friends. Glad you're having fun. How's Kim? She's still at Grandma's. She told me she didn't want to go home. Maybe she'll move in with her. Oh, she might never come back. Really? Kim said that? Yeah. I was pretty surprised too. You're unbelievable, Mom. Kim, she's right next to me. She's fast asleep. Dad and I found her. What? We found her at a train station in Denver. She was there all by herself. You realize that? What? Wait, what are you talking about? Stop playing dumb with me. She almost had a heat stroke. Why did you leave her there? Wait, what about your school trip? What do you think? I left early. My teacher drove me here. Dad came too, even though he had work. What? Why though? Just leave her there. Grandma will be back soon anyways. You two worry too much. What? Grandma, she's on vacation. She won't be back for 2 days. Kim could have been seriously hurt. You realize that? Aren't you overreacting a bit? Just come home, okay? We can talk about this. Huh? We're never going back. What? I know why you're like this to Kim. I know everything. I'll never forgive you, Mom. I'm gonna take care of Kim from now on. What? You've got this all wrong. You're dead to me. Screw you, Mom. What? Margaret! Margaret, pick up! Hey, where are you? Are you with Margaret?
Yeah.
Then can you talk to her for me? Tell her this is all a misunderstanding.
I don't think so. I should have known better. You're a terrible person, Catherine.
What? What are you saying? Why do you guys care about Kim anyways? She's dumb and ugly. We already got Margaret. Forget about her. That's why I took her to Denver.
What's wrong with you? She's your daughter. You're unbelievable.
What? So this is my fault now? Listen up. I'm the one that gave birth to them. I'm their mother. Their job is to make me proud. It's the least they can do. But Kim...
That's enough! Stop talking!
But think about it. What if Kim was never born? That would have been so much better. Listen, let's just leave Kim in Denver. What do you think?
You disgust me.
Huh?
Looks. That's all you care about? How can you talk about your own daughter like that? Kim? She's not dumb, you know. She passed the Global Mathematics Certification.
Wait, what?
Last week's Parents' Day. Margaret was there. They announced it in front of the whole class.
Seriously? I had no idea.
Teacher said she was a genius. She said she might win the Nobel Prize someday.
Nobel Prize? Oh, that's amazing. I had no idea Kim was so talented. When are you guys coming home? We gotta celebrate.
You're joking me, right?
Huh?
Kim, she's a smart girl. She knew you didn't care about her. So she worked really hard to make you proud. You realize that? But you don't even care. You disgust me.
Of course I care. And look who's talking. You're the one that's always working.
You're right, but I apologize to them. From the bottom of my heart. I promised them that I'd spend more time with them from now on.
Fine, then I'll apologize too. Just come home already. How long are you guys gonna stay there?
We're not coming home.
Huh?
I want a divorce. I'll send the papers over tomorrow. I already talked to your parents about it. And mine. It's over.
What? You can't do that! Screw you. I'll never sign them.
Fine then. I guess we'll see you in court.
No! They're my daughters. You can't take them from me.
Listen, Catherine. You abandoned Kim. You left her out in the streets all by herself. You're never seeing them again. Deal with it. I'm gonna take care of them from now on.
No, wait. Hold on. You're not taking them away from me. They're my daughters. They'll never leave me like this.
If you want to talk to them yourself, fine, but I think their mind is made up.
She actually came to talk to us after that. Did she really think that we'd choose her over our dad? She wanted to take us on a vacation to make it up to us. Needless to say, we refused. She already bought the tickets, so she asked her friends to go with her, but they all said no to her. Anyways, when we told her that we never wanted to see her again, she flipped out. She started screaming like a lunatic. But then the neighbors called the cops on her. She ended up getting arrested. I guess she got what she deserved. She's still trying to fight the divorce, but it wasn't looking good for her. As for us, we started looking for a new house. It was really exciting. I'm just glad she's out of my life now. Time to move on. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hi, Lucas. I just got home. It doesn't look like you're here. Did you go out somewhere?
Oh, I'm out having pizza with my mom. This restaurant's the bomb. This is some of the best dilly darn doggin' pizza I ever had.
Hang on, what? You went out to eat, just the two of you?
Duh, you're working? What were we supposed to do, just sit around twiddling our thumbs till you got off? Would have been too late if we sat around waiting at home for you.
I get that, but still.
Oh, hey, hang on a sec. I think my mom's mad at you.
What? Why? Did I do something wrong?
You crashed into another car while you were out driving last week, didn't you? The repair cost came to almost $1,000. I just told her all about it. She almost spat her wine out all over the table. She flipped out and called you a careless moron.
I didn't crash into anyone. The guy crashed into me because he was on his phone while driving.
No way! I bet you weren't paying attention. I can't risk letting you drive the car again after this. You're dangerous.
I'm sorry.
You always were, scatterbrain. I lost count of how many cups and plates you smashed. It's like breaking stuff is a hobby of yours.
I really don't think I break as much stuff as you're saying I do.
I always tell my mom about your careless episodes. Every time, without fail, she lets out the biggest sigh and says, "Wow, she did it again." She told me earlier she wishes I married a woman who didn't have 2 left feet. Why you gotta be so clumsy, babe?
I'd really appreciate it if you didn't go bad-mouthing me to your mom. Every time we meet, she preaches at me about something or other. You need to pay more attention to this, or you need to stop doing that. It's so tiresome.
So? Little instruction never did anyone any harm. In fact, I think it could be just what you need. Instead of complaining, you should see it as an opportunity to focus on your energies, on learning something new. My mom's been around a lot longer than you, and she knows a thing or two about the world.
But I can tell she hates me and thinks I'm a failure as a wife. I don't think you constantly filling her head with unflattering stories about me is helping matters.
Yeah, but she's not wrong. You are a failure of a wife.
Wow. Forget it. I'm done with this conversation. When will you be getting home from your meal?
Mom will probably start getting tired soon, and so I should be back by 10 p.m. You better make damn sure that I have a bathtub full of hot water waiting for me when I get home. I want to take a nice, relaxing soak to take the edge off of the stress of being married to you.
Fine.
Hey, guess what? My mom says she's got a thing or two to teach you next time you guys see each other. Prepare for the lecture of a lifetime. She says she's gonna undo the mess your parents made and re-educate you. This should be good. I can't wait.
Wow, Lucas, can you not act like this is all a joke? Your mother's constant preaching is driving me crazy.
What's going on, Tamsin? Why are you so late home today? Usually back home before 7 p.m.
Sorry, I'll be back in 10.
Excuse me, 10 minutes? Quit dilly-dallying and get a move on, woman! Where's my dinner?
I said I'll be home soon. I bought you a spaghetti bolognese ready meal. I'll have it ready almost immediately after I get back.
How suspicious.
What is?
You never come home this late. Something's fishy going on here, and I don't like this one bit. You're up to something, aren't you? I know a rat when I smell one. Are you cheating on me?
No way!
Why are you home so late then? Explain.
Wow, Lucas, it's 10 minutes. Is there really any need for all this drama? If I was cheating on you, I'd be home a lot later than this. Anyway, it's your fault I'm home late today to begin with.
Huh? How so? What does that have to do with me?
You're the one who told me to go grab you a burger from the burger van by the station. There was a big queue, so I spent 10 minutes waiting in line. I went out of my way to go to the station after work instead of coming straight home because you wanted a burger.
I wanted a burger. Huh? Did I?
Yes, you did. The only reason I went is because you said you couldn't stop thinking about big, juicy hamburgers. Don't you think accusing me of cheating when I'm going out of my way to do something for you is a little horrible?
I'm trying to remember. Nope, I never said I wanted no burger. You're lying. I don't have the faintest recollection.
Yes, you did.
You shut your goddamn lying mouth. Do not blame me for your laziness. I bet you dawdled the entire way home doing dumb women shit like looking at handbags and shop windows.
Lucas, are you drunk? You've been drinking, haven't you? I can tell. I can always tell. You're always so forgetful when there's alcohol involved.
Yo, so what if I want to enjoy a freaking beer after work? That a crime? God, I'm not even drunk at all. I can handle my drink perfectly well.
I knew it.
There's nothing wrong with having a beer before dinner, you goddamn Puritan. I was bound to want something with you making me wait so long to eat.
I'm begging you, Lucas. Please don't overdo it this time. Will you just leave it at one beer for me, please? You know how much damage that stuff has done to your body. Your doctor told you to stop altogether, remember? Are you sure it's really a good idea to be drinking again?
There's no problem as long as I ain't drank too much. What is it, you think I'm not capable of controlling my alcohol intake? Ugh, stop patronizing me already.
But are you really? Isn't the reason your scans came back showing liver damage precisely because you're not capable of controlling your intake?
God damn it, woman, button it already. Forget this crap. Hurry up and come home and make my dinner. I'll be checking your phone when you get back.
Why?
Well, I need to find out whether you've been cheating on me.
Jesus Christ, Lucas, will you stop this? I told you I'm not cheating on you.
Oh, I'm sure you're probably not, but I gotta check just in case. You can never let your guard down around a woman.
Tamsin, are you there? It's me, Cornelia, your husband's mother. Why aren't you answering the phone? Where are you right now? Sorry, Cornelia, I have my phone on silent. I'm out shopping. You're what? Do you seriously think this is the time to be out shopping? Your husband collapsed. Hurry and get your ass to the hospital. You need to get over here and listen to what the doctors have to say right this instant. Nope, I can't be bothered. You can't be bothered? Your husband's in the midst of a serious health emergency and you can't be bothered? Oh my God, you're pure evil. Do you have any idea how serious this is? Yep, let me guess. He collapsed and got taken to the hospital in an ambulance, right? We've been through this routine more times than I can count. If you know, then why the hell aren't you here by his side? Hurry up and get to the hospital. He got blind drunk again, didn't he? Maybe if he didn't ignore the doctor's repeated warnings to stop drinking, then he wouldn't keep collapsing and getting rushed to the hospital like this. Surely you can see he only has himself to blame. Wait, what? Drinking? Has he started drinking again? I thought he was clean. He'd been going to those Alcoholics Anonymous meetings and everything. I guess he didn't tell you. Come to think of it, why would he? He always did like to play the model son whenever you were around. He's got one of the worst mother complexes I've ever seen. It's actually gross. Don't you speak about my son that way. How dare you speak ill of him when he's laid up in a hospital bed? Even if he is drinking again, there's no justifying your behavior. I'll speak ill of him as I damn well like. Let's face it, with the way he acts, he makes it impossible to say anything nice about him. What the hell happened between you two? How can you be this cold towards him? He's your husband. I couldn't care less about what happens to him now. They say what goes around comes around. This is him getting his just desserts. Stop it! Anyone would think you'd be worried about your husband being rushed away in an ambulance, but no, far from it. You're actually insulting him while he's lying in a hospital bed, unable to defend himself? That poor thing. You're the most horrible wife there ever was. You know what, I've had it. This ends here. If you hate my son's guts that much, then get a damn divorce. If he wants a divorce, then I'll more than be happy to go along with it. Something tells me he's not going to be so forthcoming, though. What makes you think that? He probably can't wait to see the back of you if this is what you think of him. By the sound of it, your marriage has been dead in the water for some time now. He does nothing but badmouth you whenever we see each other. Ah, of course. How could I forget the hateful stories he tells you about me behind my back? There's just one problem. They're almost all lies. He's trying to turn everyone against me, so I end up isolated and alone. The moment I make even the slightest mistake, he's off blabbing about it in the most exaggerated way possible to anyone who will listen. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Why on earth would he want to do that? Like I said, he's trying to isolate me. Gah, how tiresome. Will you let me know when you're ready to stop talking nonsense? I don't have the strength for this right now. It's almost like you're trying to say my Lucas is a bad person. Bingo, that's exactly what he is. You don't know his true colors because he always wears a mask around you, so you think he's Mr. Perfect. But in truth, with me, he's the most domineering, tyrannical control freak you could possibly imagine. He does nothing but complain about the state of the house despite never lifting a finger to help out with the housework. When he drinks, he's a million times worse. He shouts at me, throws things at me, he even hits me. Oh, and I kept this quiet until now, but he's also unemployed. What? Lies! My Lucas works as a top executive at a major global company. Or at least that's what he told me. Of course he did. That's a lie, too. He quit that company last year. Now, instead of working for himself, he takes my entire salary every time I get paid. Which means I can't even afford to eat properly these days. Lies, nonsense, madness! My boy Lucas would never treat anyone so inhumanely. Least of all his own wife. I don't believe you for a second. Fine, if you're intent on burying your head in the sand, I'll just have to show you the proof. Proof? Are you free to meet me now? If you are, come over to our house ASAP. It's time you learned the truth about your son.
Mom, can you believe this? Visiting hours just ended. But Tamsin was nowhere near to be seen. My wife. My very own wife doesn't even want to visit me in the hospital. What the hell's going on with her lately? I mean, let's face it, we already knew she was an object of failure of a wife, but this just takes the biscuit. How does she even sleep at night? Will you tail it off for me, Mom?
Did you speak to the doctors yet, Lucas? Did they explain to you what's wrong with you and why you ended up in the hospital?
Nope, none of them know what's wrong with me. It's a mystery. If I had to guess, I'd say I probably got food poisoning from my stupid pea-brain moron of a wife's cooking. Her cooking's so bad, I think I'd rather eat my own vomit. You should taste the stuff she calls soup. That stuff will put anyone in the hospital. Damn, what did I do to deserve this? Imagine, hospitalized by my own wife's cooking. It's actually comical when you think about how ridiculous it is. I must be the unluckiest guy in the world.
Lucas, you will apologize to Tamsin at once.
Huh? Why?
Stop blaming her for things that aren't her fault. You're in that hospital bed because you started drinking again, didn't you? You ignored the doctor's warnings and got so blackout drunk you could barely form a sentence.
What? What the heck are you talking about, Mom? All that stuff's behind me. I'm clean now. I haven't been near the bottle in years. Believe me, I take the doctor's warning very seriously.
Is that so? I tell you what, I'll go and talk to the doctor and find out for myself. Let's ask him directly and find out exactly why it is that you're lying in that hospital bed.
No, Mom, don't do it. He's been saving lives. The last thing he needs is you bugging him. Besides, he's only allowed to talk about his patients with their families.
I'm your mother, you idiot. Obviously, he'll tell me.
What the heck is with you, Mom? I already had a long chat with the doc about my situation. You shouldn't be bugging him anymore. He's a busy guy. Why won't you believe me? You seem different. What's going on?
Normally, I'd believe every word you said without so much as a hint of doubt. But I'm done blindly accepting whatever you tell me.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Is something happened? Is the stress of me being in the hospital making you go kooky? Now look, I get this can't be easy on you, but that's no excuse to be giving me a hard time.
Don't patronize me, Lucas. I met up with Tamsin. She's with me now, actually.
You're together. If you're with her, tell her to hurry up and visit me in the hospital. This is no way for her to be treating her husband.
I won't be telling her that.
Why not?
I saw what you did, Lucas.
Saw what?
What were all those bruises on Tamsin's body? I've never seen anything like it. What have you been doing to this poor girl?
Huh?
That's not all. She showed me your bank statements, too. You've been spending money like it grows on trees, despite not getting paid a salary for months and months. When did you stop working for Peeps Logistics? And why didn't you tell me that you were unemployed? Have you been lying to me about everything this whole time?
Oh, no. Well, I just... So it was like, No, I didn't lie to you, Mom.
You've been making Tamsin work like a dog to provide you with money to blow on frivolous junk and beer while lazing around at home, not lifting a finger this whole time, haven't you? Every time I saw you, you'd go on and on about how sick to death you were of her. You practically called her every name under the sun. But the truth is, you were in no position to be criticizing anyone, were you?
Mama, please, you have to hear me out. First of all, about those bruises on Tamsin's body, before you go off jumping to these crazy conclusions, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation as to how she got them. You see, she's always been real clumsy. She has this stupid habit of bumping into things around the house, desks, doors, cupboards, drawers, that kind of thing. Surely, I don't need to tell you how careless she can be. Remember all those stories I told you about her doing dumb stuff?
She has bruises all over her body, Lucas, even on her back. You can't seriously be telling me she got these from bumping into a table. These aren't from bumping into things. I couldn't stop crying when she showed me what you'd done to her.
Chill out, Mom. It's fine. Dry your tears. There ain't nothing to cry about.
Tamsin wants out. And you're going to go along with the divorce without so much as a complaint. Do you hear me, boy? Do you understand what the implications would be if you refused to give her what she wants? You wouldn't have a leg to stand on if she took you to court over the domestic violence. You wouldn't even be able to afford the compensation because you don't have a job. You're going to do the right thing and accept the divorce before it comes to that.
Jeez, Mom, where the heck is this all coming from all of a sudden? I'm not divorcing Tamsin. She's my wife.
Yes, you are, Lucas. If you had any sense about you, you'd do exactly what your mom is telling you to do. I can't tell you how excited I am about getting away from you and never looking back. Thankfully, I was able to get out of the house without worrying about upsetting you and facing more of your beatings because you're in the hospital.
Tamsin, is that you?
Your mom's helping me to get my things together as we speak. Forget all that crap about court and compensation. I don't have the energy for it. Just sign the divorce papers and let's be done with it.
We ain't getting no heckin' divorce. Stop being so selfish, damn it.
My mind is made up and my will is firm. I'm leaving. I never want to see your face again for as long as I live.
What brought on this all of a sudden, babe? Did I do something to upset you? I thought it was weird when you didn't visit me in the hospital, but now this?
All of a sudden? Are you being serious? I wanted out for months now. This is my golden opportunity.
Golden opportunity? I collapsed and got rushed into the hospital in an ambulance, woman, and you're calling it a golden opportunity? You're sick.
I knew it was now or never, Lucas. There was no way I was about to let this chance go to waste. I have no intention of playing the doting wife by your deathbed. I wouldn't visit you if there was a gun to my head. I'm using this opportunity to get away from you while I still can.
What'd you just say? My deathbed?
You seem to be under the impression I haven't been to the hospital, but I was there earlier today.
You came? When?
While you were asleep this morning. The doctor explained your situation to me. He said your liver and pancreas are barely functioning anymore. I was shocked, but I can't say I was surprised. Let's face it, no one can carry on drinking as much as you do forever.
Right. I wanted to talk to you about this when you visited, but you never came. You know, about the future.
I have no intention of being a part of your life as your health deteriorates while you fight your self-inflicted illness. Nor do I have any obligation to look after you. I'm sick of being your doormat and punching bag, and it ends now.
Tamsin, no, please, wait. You're my wife, baby, we're married. It's times like this where we have to be there to support each other more than ever.
Wow, you're something else. You can't seriously say you thought I'd stand by your side after everything you did to me. The only reason I didn't do this months ago is because I felt trapped and afraid. You treated me like less than dirt on your shoe. You made me feel worthless. I wanted to kill myself, Lucas. What, you think I'm suddenly going to forget all about that and start playing the loyal wife just because you just found out you don't have much time left to live?
I never meant to hurt you, baby.
What? Even though you hit and abused me on a daily basis? How could you want to do anything other than hurt me? Not only that, but you went out of your way to spread vicious lies about me behind my back to practically everyone we know. In a way, I think the emotional abuse actually hurt worse than the beatings. What even was I to you? Some tool to take out your frustrations on?
No. I love you, baby. The only reason I told everyone all those things about you is because I wanted to keep you all to myself. I thought that if I could isolate you from your friends and family, I could make you so completely and utterly dependent on me that you'd never be able to leave me, and I could have you all to myself forever.
What?
It was just my own special way of showing my feelings for you. I did it because I love you, Tamsin.
You have some serious psychological issues. If you're going to come up with excuses, at least come up with some more convincing bullshit than that. You disgust me.
It's true what the doctor said. I might not have long left. But I at least want to spend what little time I have left on this earth with you, babe. Will you stay by my side until the end?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't stay by your side if you paid me $1 million. In fact, I won't be wasting another second of my life with you. If you're gonna kick the bucket, I hope you feel nothing but crushing loneliness and regret over what you did to me in your final moments.
I'm so sorry I couldn't bring myself to be honest with you all this time. Truth is, I've always struggled to be honest when I have strong feelings for someone. I was mean to all my exes too. Kinda became like this bad habit I brought with me into adulthood. I'm not perfect, Tamsin, I know that. I'm sorry I was horrible to you. You never deserved any of it, babe. I'm sorry for how much I hurt you.
Oh, look, there goes the responsibility dodging again. This is one of the reasons I find you so disgusting. I might let you off the hook if you were a 5-year-old child, but listening to a fully grown man use communication problems as an excuse to try and justify a vicious campaign of physical and emotional abuse makes me shudder. If you want someone to be there for you when you kick the bucket, I suggest you ask your mom. I'll be forgetting all about you and getting started on building my new life.
How am I supposed to fight this illness without you here by my side? Where am I supposed to find the strength without my sugar dumpling cheering me from the sidelines?
I'm not your sugar dumpling anymore, Lucas. I haven't been for a long time. Judging from how panicked you are, I'm guessing you don't have long left at all. What are we talking? Weeks? Days? I guess at least that means you won't be a burden to your mom for very long. Let's face it, no one else wants to visit you, do they?
Tamsin, do you really mean it? Are you really gonna abandon me? Are you really gonna abandon me while I'm terminally ill?
You're welcome to hate me. But believe me, you couldn't possibly hate me more than I already hate you. How about you spend your final moments bad-mouthing me to your mom, just like the good old days? Maybe that'll help take your mind off things. I can't promise she'll listen quietly and blindly accept everything you tell her like she used to, though. If anything, you'll be the one keeping your mouth shut while she lectures you on what a good-for-nothing lowlife of a husband you were. With that, I moved out of the house me and Lucas had been staying in together and took a flight down to Arizona to stay with my sister. I probably didn't have to go so far, but I wanted to make it as hard as possible for my terminally ill ex-husband to track me down. Cornelia became a fixture by her son's bedside, determined to be there for him during the little time he had left. In spite of everything he'd done to me, I don't hold it against her. She's still his mom, and there's nothing stronger than a mother's love. But even the constant presence of his mom didn't help make up for his loneliness because apparently he did nothing but cry out my name as he drifted in and out of consciousness. Needless to say, I didn't visit him even once. I also ignored all of his messages and eventually decided to block him when I realized he was never going to take the hint. I heard from his mom a year later that he finally passed away. Apparently he went quietly, asleep in his hospital bed, while his mom was out picking up supplies for him. In the end, he died alone. Not long after that, to my surprise, Cornelia sent me his life insurance payout. She said she knew it could never undo what had been done, but she told me to think of it as compensation for the hell he'd subjected me to for so long. I got the impression she felt a degree of responsibility for her son's actions and wanted to do whatever she could to make up for it. I always thought Cornelia had it in for me, but I realize now that was only because Lucas was doing his utmost to make us hate each other. I see her in a totally different light now. It turns out, she wasn't so bad after all. We're both ready to move on and put the past behind us. Now it's time for me and her to forget about each other and focus on living our own lives. Here's to the future.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.